Hello everybody, I'm Matt Fryer and you join me down at the glorious Cala Golf Resort, and with it being Cala's 30th anniversary, we're bringing you a special series of tips to help your game improve when you're playing these magnificent golf courses. So I'm currently on the 6th tee of the Asia course. Now this is the course that first opened in 1989, and what a stunning location it is. And my first tip that I'm going to be giving to you in this small series to help you improve your game is one, to make sure you're hitting the big stick better and seeing that you're hitting more fairways. One of the big things that I see from my lessons when I'm back home in England is that generally most people have a slice. So the ball for a right-hander is working left to right and generally curving across the fairway and not hitting many fairways. So one of the things that I tend to see, and the first tip that I want to get across to you guys, is what you start to do to try and compensate for this slice. We start to see that you really turn your body away from the target, and we sometimes end up aiming a good 50-60 yards away from the center of the fairway. So that then means that we've got to have a lot of curvature to get it back in play. Now, first tip of what we want to be doing is starting to take dead aim. Once we get the other two things in place, this will make sense, because if you take dead aim at the moment and you slice it, you're probably going to miss the fairway. But this then feeds in to what actually happens with the club, because when we start to aim left, what now happens is our club works across the target, so it's swinging from the outside to in and not swinging down towards the fairway. It's not traveling towards it, it's coming here and then across it. So if we can start to actually take dead aim, and what I'll do here is peg one up for us, and then I'll put some alignment canes in, and what I want you to visualize for me as you're thinking of this now is a train track. We've got two sides to a train track, and if a train was going straight, we wouldn't see that the rails cross. We would see that both the rails work parallel to each other and just carry on straight into the distance. With us at the moment, our train track with the slicer would be pointing out to the left-hand side of the fairway. What we want to do is make sure now, if we put one here for dead center of the fairway, what we want to see then is that our body alignment, our shoulders most importantly, but then our hips, knees and feet work parallel to that. So instead of it being here, we see now that we've got ourselves taking dead aim across the fairway. So we can see it into the middle and get the train track running down it. That's important for that second reason, like I said guys, because the path then will have to start to change. Instead of me now swinging this way, what I can start to feel is that I get my path working down the outside train track here, coming a little bit inside it, squaring up and then exiting a little bit left. So as I'm meeting the golf ball, my club's now swinging down towards the target. So we've got tip number one, we're going to make sure we get our body parallel instead of severely open and aiming massively into the trees. And then tip number two, we're going to try and neutralize our path. Now if we did that without correcting the face, we might also see another problem, because with our slicer, the person who aims left and then swings left, what we tend to see is that the face of the golf club is then held open. And if we imagined a tennis shot, we would see something where there's a lot of spin put onto the ball, as opposed to a forehand where the ball comes out low and we see it coming with a little bit of right to left shape on it, if anything. So we all want to hit that draw. It's a great shot, it's the one we strive for. To hit the draw, what we've got to get is that path that I talked about earlier, where it's coming a little bit inside now instead of across, but then we've got to match the face up. So what I want you guys to do, as well as the third part of this tip, is that your forearms, if we think of the right forearm, as we swing through with the slicer, it's always underneath the left forearm here, so it cuts across and sends it with a big slice. What we now want to do is try and get the right forearm on top of the left forearm as we're hitting. So as I do that, if you're a keen-eyed viewer, you will have noticed that the club face is starting to rotate over there. So we see it looking a little bit left after it hits now, instead of wide open and here. So if we couple all these things together, where we've got Good aim, we're thinking of our train track. We're now thinking of swinging the club a little bit more neutrally down the fairway and getting our hands as a third tip to actually turn over and let the face release. What we should see is that we start to hit more fairways, guys. So I'll strap this glove up and let's see. First shot of the 30-year tip sequel. Can we get a fairway hit? So good aim, swing a little bit more neutrally and feel the face release. Ah, it's a cracker, straight down the middle. Fantastic drive there. So we've got 3 really easy tips you can do to improve your golf, guys. So give them a go, get down on the driving range, get up to the academy here at Cala if you're ever here. It's fantastic. Get working on these things and see that you're hitting more fairways. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Like I said, it's a part of a series to celebrate Cala's 30-year anniversary. Plenty more tips on Cala's golf channel to help you improve your golf. So get watching those and come and celebrate the 30th here down at this glorious resort. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next tip.